Hey guys, what's up? It's Ash Stern and I'm back to give you guys another video. In this video, I'm going to be going through the lottery drafts, see who did right, who did wrong, all the things you guys need to know. Wait, I've been thinking about this for a long time. I'll give you guys kind of my prediction, and it's going to be a long video, so I'll talk about everything, so stay. With the first pick in the 2018 NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select DeAndre Ayton from Arizona. Okay guys, here I'm going to start the video, go over the draft picks. Draft number 1, Phoenix. They had to take DeAndre Ayton. He is probably the best player in this draft. You know, he might not have the most potential. I think there are players with more potential than him, but he is a very safe pick. His body is ready for the NBA. I think when it comes to win shares and impact, right away he will have the most impact. And that's why he's a safe pick. I mean, he's going to be a great player in the NBA. So he's a safe pick, you know, better not. I think Michael Porter Jr. has more talent than him, but he's an injury risk. People say he might not even play the full next season. Phoenix was not willing to wait. They wanted to get somebody who will give an impact right away. They're hoping to make the playoffs next year. Not that I think that they will. So I think DeAndre Ayton was the pick for them. He is a great player, NBA body ready, and I think his defense is okay. People just try to look for ways that the first pick is not the best. His defense is fine. Yes, it's not the best and it needs room for improvement, especially if he wants to dominate in the NBA. But he has time in the NBA. You know, if he starts off, you know, averaging 17 points, but his defense isn't the best, so your offense is always going to get better with time. Now just improve on your defense. For example, how Jimmy Butler improved on his shot, or how other players improved on their shot. Joel Embiid improved on his shot, or how other players improved on their defense, like Steph Curry. So this is just as the NBA, you're always going to improve on your offense, if you ask me, and you just slowly also have to improve his defense. With the second pick, we've got Marvin Bagley. I think Marvin Bagley is, again, like a safe pick. He's a great player. He's going to be great in the NBA. He has a lot of potential, and I think this was the pick that the Sacramento needed. They do have Zach Randolph at the power forward spot with a nice contract, so they're not going to want to get rid of him, but he will open at the power forward spot, even though Sacramento said he might be playing a little small forward. With the third pick, here's where it gets interesting. For what we saw, the Hawks took Luka Doncic. It did not look like the Hawks really wanted him, and then we see that they traded with Dallas. So Dallas got Luka Doncic for Trae Young, and they got rid of a first-round pick that's protected. I think whoever won this, if you ask me, it's Atlanta, because Trae Young is a much better player. Plus, they got a first-round pick. But in their eyes, Dallas won. I'll explain. Dallas believes that Luka Doncic is a better player. So they got the better player for a protected first-round pick. And the way Dallas is playing, the pick is probably going to be top 5. So it's going to be wasted, the pick anyway, because I believe it'll be top 5 next year. Now, the Atlanta Hawks won because Trae Young, and listen me out, has the most potential in this NBA draft. He is a great player, averaged most points and most assists in college. Yes, his body is problematic for the NBA. Yes, his defense is liability, but he is such a great player, really. He is so good. His three-pointer, his true shooting is very high. He does take stupid, crazy shots like Curry sometimes, but as long as the NBA makes him stop that, he's going to be so great. Really, he's going to be like MVP level easily. He has the most potential in the NBA draft. He and Michael Porter, most potential. Number 4 is Jaren Jackson. I'm not going to talk about this a lot. It's an uncomfortable situation because he asked Memphis not to draft him. He did not send them his medical. He said, please do not draft me, but they still did because they believe in him. It's an uncomfortable situation. They might still trade him before next season. I don't know what to say pretty much about this. It's uncomfortable for everybody. Number 5, we've got the Trae Young situation. I do think the Hawks won because Trae Young is a great player. Plus, they got a first-round pick. Now, they have the 6th pick, so they won. Like, they got the 6th pick and Trae Young for Luka Doncic, a European player who Europeans usually don't do the best from Europe to college, so we don't even know what's going to happen. I do not think Luka Doncic is going to be as good as people think, if you ask my opinion. Number 6 is Mohamed Bamba. Mo Bamba, people are saying, is the best player in the draft. I think he's athletic, he's fast, he has the longest wingspan, he's a nice defensive player, but there's also a problem is his offense is not NBA ready. Okay, it's not NBA ready. He has to evolve a three-point shot. He has to know how to get to the basket better, how to dunk, post moves. He needs to improve that dramatically and quick because he has a great player and he has a lot of potential. But your offense is not NBA ready. You're going to be averaging next year like 7 points with 12 rebounds if he does not evolve his offense in the summer. He does have enough time in the summer though. His body can because he has the 7'10" wingspan, so he can get very fast. He can get better with even if it's like mid-range, he can get over players or with the post moves. He can this summer become much better on offense. So it's not like next year he's going to average 7 points, but if he stays now, I believe next year he'll average like 7 points on offense and like 12 rebounds. It's not good. I mean, it's okay, and I hope like 2 blocks. He's a good defensive player. He's like going to be like Rudy Gobert with less points. You know, I'd prefer a Joel Embiid if you ask me. Also defense and also offense. Number 7, we have Wendell Carter Jr. I don't know much about him. People say he's a great rebounder. It looks like he's going to be good for Chicago from what I see. Number 8, we have Colin Sexton. This is the wrong pick. They need to go with Michael Porter Jr. He's not going to be the thing that keeps LeBron in Cleveland. Number 9, we have Kevin Knox. Kevin Knox is what New York wanted, but I think they were kind of surprised that Michael Porter were there, and they were thinking, why didn't 8 teams take him? So we're not going to take him, even though they should have. At the NBA draft, fans were yelling, we want Porter, which is probably what they should have done. Number 10, we have Mikal Bridges that was traded. This is the stupidest thing Philadelphia has done. You're getting a first-round pick that can be a very late one, and you're getting Zaire Smith. Now, Zaire Smith is an athletic player. He's going to be like a Gerald Green. He's not going to be everything too much good. Mikal Bridges has a lot of potential, and he might be like top 5 in the draft. I believe he's going to also have a very quick impact. At number 11, we've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who was traded to the Clippers for Miles Bridges. Whoever won this is clearly the Hornets. Shai Alexander is extremely overrated. Miles Bridges is extremely underrated, and the Clippers got rid of him. They had to have kept Miles Bridges. Number 13, we have Jerome Robinson. People are saying he's very underrated. I don't think he's going to be that good, especially when Michael Porter is next. You got to go with Michael Porter. Number 14, the player we were waiting for, second most potential in the draft after Trae Young. The guy who's just a star, who can be easily a 3-time MVP in the league, Michael Porter Jr. This player is not in our level. He is not on the world, only because of a stupid injury. Like, this guy was meant to be the first pick in the draft, and because of an injury. Now, it can be that injuries will ruin his career. I'm not saying not. It can be. They're saying he might not even play the next season. But if this guy becomes back to what his level was in high school, he's going to be unstoppable. This is a player. This is not, Ben Simmons, who people say like LeBron. This is LeBron. This is the next generation. When we talk about 5 years, who's going to be the best player, if his injury doesn't bother him, he's number 1. He's better than Anthony Davis. He's better than Giannis. Yes, you heard me saying this. So that's all I have to say is the lottery pick. And if we'll continue just for a little while, 15, the Detroit picked terribly. They had to have taken Lonnie Walker, who's going to be a steal in this draft. And just want to say one last thing about the draft. Number 27, Robert Williams. People are saying he's such a great player, he should not fall into 27. He should have. He's not that good. Boston want to get Dwight Howard. Plus they have Horford. He's not gonna become great in Boston. It's a nice pick. He's gonna be solid, but not too much. I think he got drafted where he should have been. Thanks, guys.
No, it's never too